There we go. All good.
Yeah,
Recording now.
So, hi guys, Fernand Raymond here, and James, you're recording this one?
Yeah, recording. All started now.
James is here from SeekaHost. I'm Fernand Raymond. So, in this video session, we're going to show you how to create a one-page WordPress website pretty easily, and how you use the SeekaHost app, which is the world's easiest blog hosting WordPress solution that anybody can get online with the domain name hosting. James is going to show everything. He's the expert, and he's done so many tutorials and videos showing everything about building WordPress site. I recently got the David post up about how to create a personal website. If you want to check further details, we will leave after this video also more links for the resources. However, this video, it's a session that he's going to show you how easily create a one-page website and what factors you need to keep in mind and go about it. So James, let's get this started and going forward.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be a super easy one. It's not going to take too long. Realistically, after you do choose your domain and your hosting, which we'll go through now, it's only going to take really a matter of like half an hour, maybe an hour, absolutely max, and you can get yourself like a really effective one-page website, meaning you don't have to spend loads of time creating lots of different pages. Simply one page, people can go further up and down. This can be for like simple e-commerce sites. It can just be for a blog. It can be really for anything you want. However, you can make it highly effective. So yeah, should we start first with getting a domain, just to show people how you can just grab a domain on SeekaHost?
Yeah, let's go about it. And basically, James, what they need to get started, domain name is why you really need when you're selecting a domain. Give a little bit of what factors you need to, because getting the domain right is very important if you think about SEO online and also building a brand. So
oh, absolutely. I mean, you got to be thinking of your keywords first, haven't you? What keywords have you got for the niche that you're in? Because people, a lot of the time when they search for something and they see the domain under it, they want that to have relevance as well. For instance, if you're a bakery, you're selling baked goods online or something like that gets sent out, you got a completely obsolete domain name. It's quite hard for people to be able to really connect, because they might see that the post title is something like, great cakes that you can buy. However, if the domain name doesn't match, a lot of the time they won't click on it. So thinking, well, I might be going for the wrong subject here. So obviously the aim of the game is people, when they search for stuff, is they want to find a correct answer. So starting with the domain, super important. Do a bit of research first. What keywords are you using? What are people searching for? Have a little look on Google. What sort of things are coming up and what domain names? So yeah, really quite important to start early with the research.
Yeah. So James, let's flow it, so everybody has those ideas about how they can go about getting a domain name, and SeekaHost has the easiest solution. And if you go to this particular page, James, so yeah, explain and show them what's the flow of getting a domain, and where they can find more tutorials about it. You covered a lot of videos about the domain registration part. It takes a couple of minutes only to register a domain and get online.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, like Fernando said, we have got a ton of tutorials on the SeekaHost YouTube. If you do go on there, you'll see we have everything from creating a blog, website, anything business related, emails for it. And yeah, after you do a bit of research, if you're not too sure where to do the research, we do have a free tool that I do use sometimes. And that is called the word tracker, the wordtracker.com. So if you're really not too sure, you don't want to use a paid program first for your keywords, head on over to the word tracker. You're going to get 10 free keyword searches. Use that to sort of get a good idea of what people are searching for in your niche. Obviously, once you have done the research, like Fernando said, we have got a super easy solution here for the domains. It's literally a case of just searching for what you want. For instance, if I want to search up and I want like a personal blog page for my name, we're just going to search up my name here. You can do .com if you want to get .com, or you can just press it just to see if you can choose any alternate ones. Obviously, we're going to give you quite a great selection here from .com, .co.uk, .net, .org. And as you can see quickly as that, we actually can find the exact domain name that we wanted, and it gives us quite a large variety underneath, doesn't it, of other stuff.
That's a big suggestion, So I would always say, if a person is building one-page website or a personal website or a business, you want to think really long-term and really big, go for a .com domain. However, if you're a local business and you want to target only local traffic for a local business site, your country TLD is fine. For example, if you're a UK local business based in London, you can go for a .co.uk, right? And it's even extended further like the .london domains has been available, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I could see they're working, they're ranking and the stuff, but .com domains works all over the place. Google.com and Yahoo.com, all these things are .com domains. So if you want to rank on those search engines and get this traffic, the recommendation is start with the .com domain. And as you guys know, we got the .com domains, one of the cheapest prices in the market, just $5.99, cheaper than most of the other registrars. So yeah.
Absolutely. And also the renewal price, if you notice, this is where a lot of other people get you, is in fact the renewal price is, it's pretty reasonable. After that, it goes to like £9 a year. However, with many other hosts, you will see that it will go to something ridiculous like 12, sometimes 20 and upwards a year. So just make sure that you are, checking that out. And obviously this is for the year. So this isn't a monthly fee. This is going to be like for the whole year for your domain, which I think is just a fantastic price to actually get started, even if you're not sure what you're doing, because whatever you do, you're not really going to lose out, are you? It's like £5 for the entire year for your domain, and you can get something that really suits you. So should we move on to the hosting yet?
Yeah, James, let's go to show them the flow, how to add the cart and like what they would see. I would say like
Yeah.
Pretty
So let's just go ahead then. Let's add this to cart. Once we're in carts, go ahead with the item, and let's go to checkout. Again, this is a really super quick process, especially if you are signed in. Because I'm already signed into my account here, it's just going to take us straight through. If not, you can make an account for free. It doesn't cost you anything to make an account on SeekaHost, before you actually purchase anything. And as you can see here, we have the domain registration for this domain. Not only can we choose it for 1 year, we can actually go up to 4 years. This means that it will take the hassle out of having to remember to renew it. Or if you have got auto renew on and you change any card details, you already know that you're covered for the next 4 years. Obviously, you don't want to lose your domain. It gets really popular after a year. You forget to renew it. Anybody else could get it. So keep yourself safe. Try to get as many years as possible. You're also going to get some savings there. Or if not, click the auto renew. What this will do at the end of your billing period, it will just auto renew it. So you don't lose your domain. It'll just take another payment for the year. And it will keep going. Another thing just to add here is that you can add contact privacy. If you're wondering what contact privacy is, it's when everybody has a domain, you have to have information connected to it, and people can look that up using the who is. However, as you can see there with the information, this is going to hide your registrant information if anybody does a who is lookup, which is great if you want to keep yourself a bit more private. And of course, from here, just head on over to next, or if you do want more domains, super easy, go to continue shopping. Let's just go next here. Perfect. So pop in all your information here. Once you have got your information, go to next. Make sure that it is the same information that you did actually sign up with when you first started. And then you're going to choose your payment. Payment, again, is quite easy. You can either use PayPal, you can use a card, you can swap between them as well.
Right now streaming live on Facebook.
But yeah, you can swap between them, super easy. You can also do this as well after you have started. So after you've started, you can just go on your account and just, if you're thinking I haven't quite got enough in one account, you can just switch over to PayPal, switch over to your card. Again, super easy. Obviously, I won't press order now because we're not going to be buying this domain, but that's the entire process. Once you do that, all your information is going to be sent, and also on your dashboard, you're going to find your domain ready to use. That is... Yeah, and that is the entire process, getting the domain, actually.
Domain and the hosting process, right? So, and
Absolutely.
also, James, like, tell where people can find the WordPress, the tutorial, which covers everything. You recently did this tutorial about how to creating a website, which goes into real in depth. So people, even if you go to the WordPress tutorials or the tutorial section on the SeekaHost app, James had done a really long tutorial. It shows everything, literally registering, getting the domain, how and all those things. So it's there, but let's jump forward and go with the
Absolutely,
the
yeah. I mean, it's a proper step-by-step process, isn't it? I mean, we've done it in a way so if you forget a particular part later on, you can always go back and revisit that exact part. Let's say you forget how to make a menu on your website, you can always go back, redo that. It's just made it really super quick and easy to find, really. So let's get on. So the hosting as well, obviously, once you do have your domain, and if you are new to this, you need your hosting and a domain, because with your hosting, you're going to create your website, and you need to make the connection between, somebody searching up your domain to get to your website. Again, you need something cheap, affordable, and good value with loads of good features. As you can see, we have the features here, and it starts at a very reasonable price. If you are in the UK, this is going to be about £1, $1.50, isn't it, in the US? And you're going to get everything that you need. from the daily backups, DDoS protection, one-click installation for your WordPress by simply putting in your domain, a few other details. You can get your WordPress up and started. And you can select from many different plans. Obviously, you start with a plan with one. You can then move it to 3 WordPress sites. You can go up to 10 WordPress sites as well. As you can see as well, the specs go up, don't they? The further you go up with the packages, and you get a bit more for your buck every time you sort of progress up a bit more with more WordPress sites.
I mean, I would say anybody who's want to build a one-page WordPress site, start with the starter plan. If you're new, get started with the starter plan, and even that comes with a 7-day free trial. So
absolutely. So you got to check out the whole dashboard then, don't you? You can literally see how everything works.
Exactly. Show that one a little bit. James, I think you covered it in depth, even if anybody goes to YouTube about how, even the keyword like WordPress hosting control panel and all, you rank pretty high on the Google on number 1 or so. It shows exactly how the control panel works.
Absolutely. In fact, let's just move on to that now. So once you do have your domain and your hosting, you will get brought to our control panel, which is right here. Again, this is with Fernando and the team have designed a super slick, easy to use way of actually doing this, which is, you control everything in one dashboard. You've got your WordPress sites, your tracking sites, domains, PBN blogs, all in one place. Not only that, if you do want to search for another domain, you can literally do it from your dashboard right here. Everything's on your left-hand side from your billing. You can change stuff, change your payment plans, hosting plans, change categories, and pretty much check everything on this place. Let's say, for instance, you've got a few WordPress sites. If I click on WordPress sites there, you're going to find all of them here. You can manage them all super quick and easily. What we will be doing as well in this live session is we'll be using this particular one here, which is the newest domain, and we're just going to be creating a one-page website on there, just to really show you how quick and easy it is, how anybody can do it. If you want to start blogging, it really isn't going to take you weeks and weeks to do it. Potentially, you could put up a page in one day and then just start blogging off it, sort of easily as that, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, guys, like it's 2022. You need to have a blog, personal blog. For me, I wrote about it like starting my own personal blog. Of course, in WordPress was the best decision I did. Like James knows it, right? James' online career mostly got started with WordPress. He now actually is a WordPress expert because you've been doing it every single day, building forum sites, such advanced things which will be covered in the future videos. And start it. Don't delay it. It's like you can be renting, you can be using free places, free houses, accommodations, or staying, but building a WordPress site is like learning to build it. Just like it's the craft really. You get to the virtual property industry, which you starting building. It's like it's maybe harder to get real properties at the moment, but building virtual properties for future that you can invest, like you can make money from, you can rent out a lot of things, which we will talk about it. But just the advice is like, make sure you get started with one of your websites, a blog.
Absolutely. And yeah, like you said, there is a ton of ways to make money, which we'll probably go through a little bit later on as well. There is just, there's lots of possibilities we'll go through. We actually have put a post out the other day. We'll see if we can leave a link in the comments or something like that. I'm not sure how.
Let's drop a link actually.
Yeah.
It covers really how to make the money from blogs. Like we explain that one of the easiest models, the content publishing business model, which is super easy. Anybody can do. It doesn't have to be English. You can start a blog in your own language. Whatever you're comfortable in writing, even photography, all the things. So it's doable. So, just don't
absolutely. And even as a beginner, I just want to point out that I started my blog only a year ago, a little bit less than a year ago. And, although it took a while, a few posts and stuff like that, now I'm getting up to 5,000 visitors every month, which is really like progressed from, when you first start, you only get a few friends or family coming to check out. So it really does show that it's doable. You keep blogging, you just keep up with your WordPress, you learn as you go. And it sort of grows with you the more time you invest in it.
I would say, anybody can get started. I've seen a lot of people. You do your blog really well, right? Passing like 1,000 visitors a month opens up so many opportunities. So we will be covering about traffic strategies and all. But today we can say it's like, make sure even if you watch this video, just get a website started. It does a lot of things, gives you skills and opportunities in the future digital economy.
No, absolutely. So I think with that all gone over, let's actually get started with making this one-page website. I think let's get into a few of the starting bits. So like I said, we're going to be going for JDog Gaming. It's just a domain. It's got absolutely nothing on at the moment. You got your information here on SeekaHost. So let's actually move over to the page. In fact, what we're going to do as well, if you are really a starter and you're not even sure how to log onto your page, Just a quick tip here is WP admin, put that at the end of your domain and you'll be able to go into the back end of your page, which is where you can sort of start editing and doing stuff like that on it. And you can switch between the front page and the back page simply by clicking this little button here. This is the front page. It's got nothing on at the moment because we've just started it up. So come back to the back and we're going to be doing a W. So first of all, with all websites or most websites and blogs, what you want to be doing is you want to be creating a theme or something that looks really nice. This is also going to save you a lot of time. So you can get a lot of pre-configured themes and templates that you can use. Obviously, like I showed before, it's looking really plain. As you know, it's just got the completely default stuff on it at the moment. So what we want to do is just spice it up a little bit with a theme. To do this, going to go to appearance and we're going to go to themes. Now, when you start off with WordPress, you're usually going to start off with either the 2019 theme or the Astra. What I'm going to suggest for this is heading over to the Astra and just clicking activate. This is going to give you loads of different features, a lot of free features as well, and it makes it really easy to customize your site. Once we've got the Astra on here, let's come over to the theme options and you're going to get a few other options with it as well, which is the Astra options on the bottom. Now, I'm just going to show this now because some other videos show the older version and it doesn't quite work the same way. So if you want to find yourself a template that you can use for your one-page website straight away, the place to go is from your Astra options is going to be on the right-hand side here. You're either going to have, it's either going to say there like import plugin for library or see library if you've already clicked it. If we go to see library, what this is going to take us to is lots of templates that we can choose. It's also going to ask us for our page builder. If you're not too sure what a page builder is, it's just a different way of putting your page together. You either start normally with your block builder or your visual builder, or then you can progress with other ones which are free, like Elementor or Beaver. We're going to be using Elementor here because it's got a really cool drag and drop method of creating your site. No code required whatsoever. It's literally just find the section that you want, put it in, and then sort of configure it. Let's go to, so let's just, I don't, any of these options really, let's just go for a wonderful gift. Let's say that you...
James, one thing, right?
Yeah.
So Astra theme has all these templates, or how does it work?
Yeah, so Astra theme. So the way, let me just go back.
So once you install that theme, you get these template options, which you get, which is pretty good, right? I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
it's like, it's ready-made and like...
Well, if you look at the page as well, it's got everything there for you, isn't it? So it's got your options.
It is pretty good and it's free, right?
Yeah, free. So you got, obviously you got other premium versions where it says yellow there, it says premium, but then you do also get a choice of free ones. Let me just check through here. I think they got, they even got some free e-commerce ones as well. So if you want to make like a one-page,
I think even the premium ones would be costing much though, you know, if a person want, but of course can get started with the free one, which will do the job. And
absolutely.
of course, e-commerce, you're going to add payment integrations and stuff. I think you might need a premium.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at this one here. It's an absolutely free template. If you wanted to get started selling something, this is going to be, it's going to take you absolutely no time just to install this. In fact, we may as well just use this now for the example today. So if we do click on it, let's say you do like it, you like the way it looks, you can preview it like this.
Is it the one page or is it several pages? This one?
Yeah. So what happens here is it gives you the option here, and usually what will happen afterwards, it will say, do you want to download the whole template? So the whole template will include other pages as well, or the other option will be just download the home page, which is what we'll be doing today. Okay. Just so we get the one page. So you can have like a really nice, effective one-page website.
Okay.
You know, don't have to keep building loads of pages and stuff like that. So obviously, we want to take a look. It's looking pretty good. Let's say if you were selling something, you want a one-page shop, or should we go for like a blog or something like that?
I would say, let's get like a personal or a business or a one-page landing page kind of thing. I would want to
let's see if we can find a
one-page. So someone like that. Even
here we go. Yeah, we say one like this.
You know, that's something like that would be good. You know, so.
There we go. So again, completely free. Once you do use the Astra theme, you just check it out. You can see it's got certain buttons to go different places, which all is configurable. Little options taking you to different places. It's got a nice sort of setup. So
the page can tell the entire story, so which is good.
What I noticed as well, they've actually added a nice little extra bit here, which is you can sort of pre-configure at the start with your logo already, so you don't even have to go into the editor. You've got an upload file here, which you can upload a logo, change your logo width, and that's before you even get it set. However, we'll do that all in a minute. So let's just go skip and continue with this one because we like it. As you can see on the left there, it also gives you a nice amount of sort of variables, doesn't it? Before you can have default colors. So let's just change that a little bit. Let's see if something else suits it a little bit better. So let's go for like a yellow and dark theme.
Yeah, it matches for the man, but oh yeah, green is actually.
Oh, yeah, green looks nice, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
again, easy as that with absolutely no code whatsoever. You're already editing your website and you're already editing your page, changing your fonts. I'll probably just leave the fonts as they are and then continue. So these bits, unfortunately, do have to go through with free stuff. It's just to collect a bit of information about you. There used to be a skip button, but unfortunately, they've taken the skip button away. So let me just fill this in. Let's just go submit, build my website. Now I'm hoping that it's just going to do the homepage, because normally the process used to be that you just select do the homepage. They must have added something new to this anyway to make it a bit more modern, a bit more slick, but we should still get the same choice coming up in a minute, which is going to be just to choose the home page. Obviously, you can have more pages. This is obviously more a tailored tutorial for a one-page website, just how to make an effective one-page one. However, this really doesn't stop you creating other pages. Of course, you might have another page for a form or something like that. So that's totally up to you. Super easy to do, especially like Fernando mentioned earlier, the tutorials that we have, that they walk you step by step through, the content that you write on your page. How to actually create a page itself, how to edit a page, what plugins you can use to make it appear better. So there's so many things that you can learn from this, and it's something that as you do it day by day, you end up learning a bit more every day. Just finding loads of cool little features that you can add to it, which we probably won't delve into too much in this one. Probably on the next session, maybe we should go a bit more into like plugins, features that you can add and stuff like that. Importing pages. Yeah, so it does look like, unfortunately, this has imported all the pages, but we'll just delete the other ones, keep the home page, keep it nice and simple. It's about 33% done. This is taking quite some time.
It's a heavy one, or a complete site with the
Yeah, I think what it's done is it's doing the complete site. So what we'll do is we'll also go through deleting some of the old pages, because we only want to keep the home page here. So normally what happens is it does give you the choice of homepage or the other pages. It seems that this particular one, congratulations. But this,
such a nice way how to do that one.
Nice. So let's go to view website on the top here, and this is now going to show us our website with all the theme on it as well. Yeah, like I can see it's added all the pages as well. So what we can do, that's no problem. We can just go ahead and sort that out now. In fact, let's just go to the back and delete any of them.
It's actually really easy. Like, the site came up really good. Like anybody, how they can build a personal website.
I know. Let's just have a quick.
Let's have it's just a matter of editing. So you can change the photos, and just changing the wording, and the site is done.
Absolutely. Well, that's all it's a case of now, and this is why this is so easy. It's just you just got to edit it now. Just edit it to suit you. Right, so with the homepage list, in fact, let's sort out the pages first, because we have got a lot of pages that we don't need. As you can see, that particular one has given you lots of pages. We don't need any of these. In fact, I won't delete them, but we just won't use them. So we got our homepage, which was created with a template. What we want to do, should we go to editing the first page, or should we go to
page? Yeah, because that's the one page. So let's clean it out, make it nicer, and
perfect. In fact, before we do that, let's actually make it the homepage. So there is a very quick and easy way of making your homepage the homepage, so people know where your homepage is, and it automatically takes you there, which of course is coming over to your settings, then coming down to reading. This is going to be where you can select your homepage specifically. So when people click your logo, it will always go back to the same page. And we're going to be doing that by selecting a static page and then just select the page itself. So in this case, it will just be home. Save the changes. Now on any menu where anybody presses home, it's going to take you straight to the home page. Now let's move on to actually editing. Let's go to pages. To edit your page, you're going to come down, you're going to go to edit. However, we're going to be doing edit with Elementor. Elementor, again, is just, it gives you a few more options, drag and drop. You can customize stuff a little bit better. So let's just go with edit with Elementor on this page. But there's lots of website builders, isn't there? I know you've used a few. A lot of people do prefer the actual, just the normal default one as well, don't they?
This is Elementor, right?
So this is Elementor, yeah. What you're going to get, which is a bit different for this, is just the ways the blocks are set up. As you can see there, you can get them in all sorts of different sections, whereas with the visual editor, sometimes you might struggle.
This is pretty easy to edit. People can just start editing from here, then and there.
Yeah. So let's say, for instance, we want to change the title here. Simply take it out. Let's put a 1 page. Oh, got the caps lock on. A really weird way of having a number 1 there. It must be a funny font there, but yeah, you know, you can change the title to whatever it is. 1-page website. Underneath there, again, you can simply come over. You can sort of drag it there on the box itself, or you can come over to your left hand side, which gives you a lot more options. Again, you know, you can write anything in here, and just fill in the details as you go down. So that's going to be, you can change any text on here, as you can see. Just work your way down, click on it, it'll come on the left hand side in the box, and that's what you can actually change it to say. So some of the amazing clients I worked with, you can change that to say whatever you want, and then that will change this particular part here. So, I mean, this really is easy, isn't it? I mean, anybody could really come on and just sort of like change it. You know, you got your buttons here. Again, if you click the button itself, you got lots of different things you can do with it. Obviously, you can change the link on the button from here. You can change the alignment. You can change the size. You might want a different icon or an icon popping up on there. And with Elementor, you can go even further. So you can go change the typography, you know, text shadow, background. Perhaps you want it to be that it's got a different border. Usually they'll also, with a hover here. So let's say when you go over and it hovers green, you can even change that. You can change an animation so it shrinks. So when we go over it, it shrinks a little bit. There's so much customizing you can do on here. Let's go up. So again, so that was customizing text on your page. Again, we're not actually going to write all the content for this page, are we? We're just going to show you know what you can do with this. So let's say you got your content done. You can also change the images. You can add images. We can do, let's go here. Let's add something in here. You've got your social media icons. So obviously with pre-built sites, one of the things is that most of it is set up for you. So if you want to make a completely custom one page, I'd suggest just going for a completely blank page and doing it all yourself with Elementor. If you want a really quick and easy one that you can just simply go ahead and edit, then we're going to use this like the template like we are. As you can see, you can come down to here, you can change, again, any of the wording. You can change the sizes of it, styling, lots of changes you can do on here. Same with images. If you want to upload any images, let me just see if we can find an image on here that we can change over. Okay, I don't think we... there we go. So images. So let's say if I wanted to change that particular image there, I've clicked on it on the left-hand side. We have the 5 images. If you want to change them, you can come to your gallery, add more to your gallery, and then, you know, upload them. It'll show the images. It's super quick and easy like that. Let me just move that little screen a second. And it'll just save it as you go along. You basically just work. I like to work my way downwards with these pages. So, you know, you start at the top, you start with the title of your page. Get there we go. So, you know, you start with the title of your page and you start to work your way down. By the time you get down to the bottom of the page, you've got all your content in there and ready. Obviously, Fernando will probably tell you as well how important the content is for your SEO.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to on-page SEO, like, so, I mean, you showed some of those images which comes in a pre-built theme, right? So my recommendation, if you think you want to try on SEO, you can upload unique images which are named while on the PC and added the alt text and all James covered about when he's doing on-page SEO parts in your WordPress tutorials. That's the best recommendation. So even though you take a pre-built template, you have to rename and upload images. You have to get that part. That's a very important. And also, you do not want to have any of this content ever left till the site is indexed. When you're building a site, we have to do one more thing. We have to make sure the site on the setting shows it. Do not let this website be indexed by Google, read by Google, like search engines, right? Because if you have this content and say like this theme is being used by another 100 people, and if some of them already index this and everything, it's like kind of a duplicate content that Google bots don't like it. And if you get this wrong from the start, it's going to be a little spoiled, because I tested on sites when I was building. You get the on-page SEO perfectly with unique content. The images are all named and uniquely done. Do not use the images which comes from with the theme, and you use your own images, or else you buy images by Shutterstock or Deposit Photo. But even though if you get those images you bought from there, you have to download it and go to properties and change all the properties, because if not, it's still another image which is being bought by another hundreds or thousands of people. So these things we will go on a further podcast also with James, but I want to highlight that part. Getting that is really important if you want to have a chance with your one page or several page website you're building, because you don't want to become another complete duplicate site. You can use the structure, right? The structure of the model or the thing. So you have the prototype, but you go about and build it with your unique material, unique content, so unique media. So that's how it should be done, and which we will go into in detail about on page SEO doing for a site in one of the next sessions.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that is super important, like you said, because again, like if we were to use that exact image there, that image might have been used many, many times. So, like with the search engines, they're going to realize that they're going to see, oh, it's duplicate content. So, really do come on and personalize it. If we just, let's update this as it is. I'll come back and show you what he means as well by that, just very quickly. How you can add a few words to images just to make sure that you got the SEO going through. Is that updated? Yes, updated. So back to main dashboard. So if we go over to
thing I would do, James, like I'll go to media, and I will, even if I'm uploading all the images, I'll delete all the media which comes with the site. So for example, if you go to media right now, you can see what came with the template is already there, right? One thing I would do normally when I know I'm going to upload images, I would just like delete it all.
So delete all of these
I'll
custom
just
ones that you got.
take it off also, clear it out, and then put the new ones.
Absolutely. So yeah, these ones here, so stuff like this is ones that I've added before we started this. So here to here, these are added ourselves. All of these ones underneath, they're all custom ones. Like you said, much better just to delete them, not use them. You're not going to need them. When you do upload new media like these, we've got 6 files here that I uploaded a bit earlier. As you can see, when we click on them, we've got a title. That's also a very generic title. We probably want to change it to suit our page, our relevance, what we're talking about, the keywords.
And the alt text section, I would say to put that, because that's the section Google bots can read, like the search engine bot. So I will put the same as in the title.
I usually do the same thing. So usually you copy it, don't you?
Same thing, but on the alt text mode, I'll have -coffee-text this. Likewise, on the text mode, I will have it without. So it's kind of going there, can't justify. But I've seen it's working. It's a hard work to do that, but it's working actually.
That's it. Yeah, it does take a little bit long, but then after you get used to it, it's just a thing that you do as you go along. You do get used to it very quickly. It's not too much of a chore. But it just does much better really for your SEO. So let's just go back to the page. Where were we at? Sections. So let's just go ahead. Let's edit with Elementor again. So where did we get to? So we had the basic template down, didn't we? We were just going through a bit of editing, how to change stuff over. I'm not actually sure how to change this guy over. They seem to put it in a very weird, obscure block, but we'll look over that in a bit. It might be in global page settings potentially, but we'll look at that shortly. So the next bit that we're going to be going to is adding sections on your page as well. And deleting sections as well. So by sections, I mean this whole block here is in one section. This whole section is controlled, if I go here, by this little tab. This little tab can completely remove this section, or you can do it on the inside bits as well. Let me just scroll down to an easier bit to do it on. So let's say, for instance, you want to remove this section. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be pressing the X, and it's going to completely take that section away. The same as if we want to add another text section, we're going to click the little plus arrow here, and you're going to get a few different choices actually. So the first choice, which is just going to be like a block builder. This is going to be if you want to manually make something like this with different blocks in different areas. We're going to go to the plus, and it's going to give you the structure of the columns basically. So do you want one thing? So if you want to add a button, do you want it in one big large rectangle going across here? If I click on that, you're going to see that if I now press plus, I want to add a heading. I'm going to put the heading in there, and it's going to make it one heading spanning the whole way. If we do a little plus underneath to make another one, and we make another template, we might want 4 little sections on this page. So let's click the 4 little sections. And then you can start filling out these little sections by filling them in with the drag and drop. So if you want a video in one section, you're just going to move that over to there. Same with the other sections. You can then put like an image over here. So you click an image, upload an image. So we'll put one of the images that we have. Of course, make sure that you are doing your SEO before you go on here. So what was this website? It was JDog Gaming. So, we're going to put like gaming. This is just an example. I just put gaming sales online or something like that. Let's say that is exactly what we're trying to go for. And we're going to put that in the alt text because that's the important one. for reading your keywords. Insert that in. As you can see, you can start to build your blog like this, images, text, and stuff like that. However, the other third one, which is a really good way of doing it, is doing the plus section. Instead of going to the plus here, we're going to go to the little file. Now, if we go over to blocks, it's going to have a load of really cool pre-made blocks that you can use. Let's say like a 404 page, for instance. Now, if we go down, we should get some other ones. Let's try and find some free ones as well. Doing about clients contacts. So let's say you want like a contact thing on your page, right? You don't want to sit there and spend all the time putting it block by block. They actually have some free pre-assigned ones. So let's say we want to use this one here. Going to click on this. It's going to give you a nice little sort of presentation of what it's going to look like. Obviously, you can change all the information on there. And if we click insert, connect to template library, let's just get started with that. That's a new feature. Oh, don't tell me you have to log on for that now. Oh no, wait. Oh, that's a pain. They used to just be able to do this instantly. Now they seem to have create a free personal account. Okay, so to do this, you do have to make a free personal account now. It used to be a case that you could just do it. Creating a free personal account on here really doesn't take very long with Elementor. I'm not going to do it right now. But it's just an email, a password. Obviously, I don't want to put that information in. However, once you do make your free account, you simply click insert, and it's going to put that exact box that you chose in there with a contact form. It's another easy way of not having to completely make everything manually, because obviously, as you can see there, it's going to give you lots of different options of stuff. Go to blocks again, go to category, do a call to action button. You can see this one looks quite nice. They're free as well. Create your design with a button on, all comes pre-configured. All you got to do is simply make that free account with Elementor, click insert, and then you can start building your page like that as well. Anything you want to say at the moment before I sort of move on with the page stuff?
Yeah, James, I mean, it's pretty clear, and we can move forward. So it's like already you got the point of like building the website up and getting. So yeah, let's move forward for the next sessions, next part.
Oh, no, I don't mean like that. I've got a few last bits to finish first.
Okay.
I meant in terms of like carrying on with the page. I've got a few other bits to add on.
Yeah. Show it to people.
Yeah. Nice one. So next one is going to be, hang on, where's my little list? Adding a logo. So let's go to customizing the site a little bit. Customizing is going to be a bit different to editing on here. So editing is going to be, obviously, you've edited what is at the actual content on the page. So let's say we filled all of this out now. All of your, whatever you're doing on here, your blogs are displayed nicely, or, whatever you want is all filled in. We've done all the content on here. Let's just see that. What we're going to do is we're just going to update, and we're going to go to customize. Customize is going to be customizing the front page of your website. You can do a load of other cool little features as well. Like now we'll just check out where to put like the logo, add a site title and stuff like that. So let's just go back onto the dashboard. And the cool thing about this is that you're going to do this whilst actually watching the page itself. So if I go to the gaming store up here, and we are on our home page, if I just go to customize on the top, it's going to give you a load of cool options that you can use. So, anything from the header builder, footer builder, performance, site identity. Let me just see, is the header builder. So as you can see there, we can add a site logo. This is going to be the header builder. Again, it's done in little blocks like this. If we want to add the logo, I'm going to click this. So I think they've already given us a logo. So let's just change our logo over. Let's use this little guy here. Let's press enter. Crop the image. Hopefully that'll work. No, skip cropping. There we go. So that's looking a little bit small. Let's just change that up. Let's make that a bit bigger. Obviously, you'll have your actual logo and it look a little bit better, but you can scale it up or whatever and have your logo right there. If we go down a little bit, my scroller's a bit broken here. We can also add a site title, a site tagline. At the moment, I've removed it because I think it looks a little bit better to have your logo. However, if you do want to add it, we can do that. It will say gaming store on the left, and you can start to build up the top on your header with your site logos. Make sure that it's really personalized. People know it's your site and it's got all of your stuff on it. Once you do stuff like that, just make sure to publish. So, and another, of course, important bit is going to be your menu. So, we've got the top bit there, we've got your menu. What we want to do is remove some of these bits because we don't need them. It's just a one-page website. We don't need these other stuff. However, what we will do is we'll make a menu that will take you further up and down the page, which will look a lot better. So if I come back off here, again, staying on customized, let's just come off of it. So if we stay on customize here to customize the site, we should see if we scroll down that we got menus here. Now we have a primary menu set because when we downloaded the theme, it created the whole of our menu. However, if you do want to create a new menu, just simply come down to create a new menu, name the menu, you can choose where it goes, primary, secondary. Primary is going to be along the top of the page. Again, do stop me if you want to chuck anything in there informational wise. Sorry, I just tend to keep on going when I get started with the website stuff.
This is pretty good, let's go on with that, James.
Yeah, nice one. So so we have our primary menu. Obviously this was created for us. So again, like I just said, create your new menu if you haven't got one here. I'm going to be deleting these because we don't need these. These were just added for us. And this is going to be leaving us simply with home on our primary menu. As you can see there, we have home. Now, what we want to do is we want to create a way so people can select from the menu and then it will take them down to a particular part. Let's say you want them to take them down to this particular part here. Let's create a menu that can do that. So let's just go publish first. Let's leave this as it is. We only have the home page up on there. I'm just trying to think what way around to do this. Oh, in fact, we could do this way around. So what we can do is we can go to add items. Let's go to custom links. The link text is going to be what you want it to go through. So I believe that was testimonials before. So if I can spell testimonials. So let's say you want a section on your menu, which is going to take you straight down to the testimonials on your one-page website. For this part here, I'm going to be doing a hashtag and I'm going to be putting well, you can name this bit whatever you want. So basically hashtag, and this is going to be your reference to the part of the page. We haven't created that part of the page. That bit we'll be doing next. However, let's say for reference, this is just going to be test one. This is just going to be easy to remember, right? So I'm just going to copy that test one for testimonial one, not test. And then we're going to do add to page. Now, if we do a publish, you're going to see that at the top, we do now have a testimonials bit. However, what you will notice is that it won't actually go anywhere because it's not linked to anywhere yet. So we want to come off here and we want to go back onto editing the page, edit with Elementor. And this is going to be where we can add the CSS it's called, or the anchor to that particular part of the page. So at the moment, again, like we said, if we click that, it won't do anything. However, if we want to take it, and I believe it was this part that we wanted to come down to, let's say this part exactly where it says Jonathan Fox, we want it to scroll down straight away to there. We're going to be coming to advanced, and then you're going to be looking for the CSS ID. This is a specific ID for this part of the page, right? So you can move from the page itself, or you can even link from this from different pages. However, being a one-page website, we want it to link straight from there. So let's just paste that in. Let's take the hashtag out. So it's test one. Now this will now match with the menu. So when the menu's looking for hashtag test one, this is going to be the only part of the page with that specific ID. So if we do an update there, we should hopefully, fingers crossed now, find that the menu will take us straight down. So let's do a preview. Now, if we click testimonials, as you can see, that is going to take us straight.
Really good. That's a very important part, So, I mean, with Elementor, what you can do there, which is such a good one for when building a one-page website to get to each and every section with the menu items. So, yeah, I hope people got it clearly. Watch it again if you are not sure about this video. But this is something really important to navigate through a page and when building a one-page website to nicely get to the exact section.
Absolutely, yeah, because each section that you have coming down this website, you can have another menu item for your one page, like Fernando. Sorry. Yeah, no, like Fernando said, really super easy, quick navigation. Plus, it also actually does well for your SEO, I find, because the way search engines read it as well is interaction with your website. Now, if people are simply scrolling, it's not quite, although they're spending time, it's not quite as good as interacting, pressing a button, going to another page. This shows the search engines that it's a good website. People are using it. They're using the features on it. And it certainly helps. So obviously I won't keep creating it. If you do want to if you want to learn that bit, of course, just rewind, just check it over again. But as you can see, it's really super quick and easy. In fact, I'll just very quickly talk over it one more time. So what we've done is we went down to a specific section that we wanted. When we're editing the page, we add that CSS code to it. And when we want to link to it, you use it in form of a hashtag. So hashtag plus the anchor link, that will take you to that section. And of course, you can actually do this through pages as well. So let's say, for instance, you want to go from, if you do have another page and you want to go to this page, you're going to do the site URL. So let's say this is the site URL right here, / and then the hashtag and the anchor link. So you can do it exactly that way as well. In
so
fact,
you can
let's see
send the people to the exact section of that particular page, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So you can go from another page straight to that section on this page just by adding that hashtag and the tagline at the end.
That's good.
Let's just see what perfect. So this bit as well, which I actually learned quite recently, which I quite like, is how to keep your menu bar coming down with you. So you know how you scroll down, it completely disappears. Perhaps you want a website where the menu bar stays there so you can keep navigating easily. Now I haven't tested it with this particular theme, but we should have a way that it does work. So let's just go edit. Let me just check that bit. So let's go to edit page with Elementor, and it should just be a case of adding a bit of code in. Now, this code really isn't too hard. I'll see if we can leave it in the comments or something like that, just so you can copy it. And the code is on this little notepad here, right? So it's .site header. I'm not just going to, you can see, you can pause it, you can see where everything is. And also we'll try and copy and paste this exact link into the comments or something that you can copy and paste it. So we are going to copy this, and all this is going to do is just going to keep the menu fixed. We're going to come over to global here. Was it elements? I have to give me a sec just to actually find where that bit was now. Oh, no, that's it. Yeah, so come off of edit page. Sorry, that's my bad there. We want to come to customize, I believe. So straight back onto your site. From the page that you want to do it on, we're going to go to customize. That's the one. So customize. From customize, we're going to go down to the bottom, which is additional CSS. And this is where we're going to put the code. So pop the code in there. We're going to press publish, and fingers crossed, this should now work, that as we scroll down the page, the actual menu comes down with us. Let me see if I can refresh that. Maybe it doesn't. Unfortunately, this doesn't work for every single theme, but it does work for most themes. Unfortunately, I might have, yeah, no, it doesn't work for this theme. However, do copy that code. That is a good code, and that will work on almost any theme. Unfortunately, this one must be set up just a little bit different for that not to work, which is a bit of a shame. Alternatively, with Astra, there are sometimes other settings which you can pick and choose, which will also keep it. I believe it's called a sticky menu. So if you do have a customize and you get to choose a sticky menu, that will do exactly the same thing. Let me just have a quick look now. No, unfortunately, it looks like this does not have that.
Which part is that?
So to make a sticky menu, I tried with the actual code for the CSS here to make the menu come down with us, but I don't think this theme's having it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, they don't have the option itself. So unfortunately, we'll have to leave that one. I don't think we're going to find it here. So yeah, we'll leave that one anyway. Either way, we'll see if we can mention it on the next live. But
yeah,
I think that's got to be about it. I don't know how much time you got left, so
yeah,
we've overran a little bit. Perfect. So I don't know, have you got any more time, Fernando? If not, I mean, we can sort of go through adding a form and stuff like that, or we can save it for another one. But
I mean, pretty much in this video, we got the top one page setup, right? So when it comes to form, you want to say about adding a contact us form or something like that, or?
Yeah, but you can always have, like, obviously being a one-page website, you might want a form on the actual site itself. And again, without going too much into it, you get lots of free plugins which will do that. Basically, if you come over back to your WordPress, head on over to plugins.
Contacts, I think contact form 7 would do the job really, right? I mean, these things are covered on the WordPress tutorial if you want to see
exactly, yes,
SeekaHost tutorials, right?
And
it's basically putting the contact form 7 and just using an element to one of the drag and drop sections to drop the section, and as James showed on the testimonial, that section drop down, you add the same coder which will drag you towards, scroll you down towards the contact form section. But yeah, I think that without going any further, we showed in this short video there how anybody can start a one-page website and how easy it is to use the Elementor. So on the next session, we can actually show going really in depth about some other topic about like making the site advanced with more plugins or anything that they need.
Absolutely, nice one. So yeah, nice, good live session. Obviously, we will catch you again on the next one. Like Fernando said, we'll be going through a bit more in-depth information. Obviously, just chatting back and forth and giving you tips and tricks with anything that can help you out, really.
Yeah, guys, like, so if you watch this video on YouTube, drop us a like and share this video and ask any questions you want for, even if anything is not clear on this video, you can ask it below. And also any more videos you want it, we will be doing sessions every week. So a lot of videos are coming this year. Thanks for listening, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, and bye-bye.